Hello everyone, this is Kuba.
Hi, this is ProTipster Dan, and we will shortly be joined by Tom. Say hello, Tom.
Hello,
Hi,
Tom.
guys.
Tom from our Slovakian and Czech community.
Tom, can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
There he is.
He can hear us, but I can't.
Good afternoon.
Okay. No, hang on a sec.
Okay, that should be fine. Okay, so we are doing our Wimbledon preview, day 3. We're going to be talking about yesterday's games. We're going to be reviewing today's games and, of course, give you our predictions for those. So maybe let's start with ProTipster Dan and his tips for yesterday. They went pretty well.
Yeah, 2 for 2 for me. Misha Zverev, I still can't pronounce that name. I had him to beat Bernard Tomic. He did it in straight sets, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Tomic might beat him, but he's been complaining of burnout. Zverev was a great player on grass. Boom shakalak. Joe Conter, again, I backed her to win straight sets, and she easily disposed of Shea Suwei. So, fantastic. I want to know about Tom, though, because Tom's our expert. How'd you get on, Tom?
Yeah, your pick was a really good one. As we spoke earlier, it was a really value pick and against Tomic. Very well done with that one. I was on usually to beat Nicolas Mahut. Mahut was in not that good form. Usually is a player that can choke up easily, but today he delivered. Yeah, and Juan Martin de Potro against Kokkinakis was another one, which I had in my preview on ProTipster Slovensko blog post. Juan Martin won the match, but Kokkinakis, guys, watch that player in the future. He's a great prospect.
Sounds cool, Tom. So today's predictions.
Today's prediction, before we start with that, I want to tell you guys that, of course, you can ask any questions you like, preferably for tennis, but if you have any others, we'll try to answer them as swiftly as we can during this stream.
Okay, and also importantly, because I know people struggled with this yesterday, if you want to see my tips or if you want to see Tom's tips, click in the description below the video, click where it says see more, and you'll see the link to my tips page and to Tom's tips page. Find out all the tips we've got. So, yeah, please do. And, of course, like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course. So today's tips.
Go on.
Today I'm looking at 2 clay court specialists in the men's singles. Heber versus Benoit Paire. I've got those names wrong. I'm not going to try. Heber beats Kyrgios in the first round. Kyrgios is the Australian number 20 seed. He came up lame with a hip injury, but Heber was 2 sets up, comfortably disposing of him. Paire struggled a little bit against the Brazilian. It took 4 sets to get through. He dropped the second set, I think. And it's an interesting one because they're both ranked like top 70, both decent. They know each other because they kind of grew up with each other on the circuit, but they're both clay court specialists. And of course, Wimbledon is grass. But it's all about value. Value, as you know. So I've been looking at this, and Herbert is a cracking price to win, and I think he's going to do. He looked really good against Kyrgios. So 2.01 to win. That's a steal, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going for it. In the ladies singles, I'm looking at Heather Watson of Great Britain against Anastasia Sevastova. Now, Heather Watson did win the first match. She got through in straight sets, but Heather Watson has this fantastic ability to be both amazing and crap in the same game. And it's this unpredictability, this absolute unpredictability that means I can't back her. And again, I'm looking at value. Sevastova for this one is good odds. And Watson 2.12. I can see why people might go for it, but I'm going for Sevastova to win at 1.64. So those are my tips. Now, Tom's the person to ask. So Tom's our expert. Who are you backing, Tom?
Okay, guys. So for tomorrow, I have 3 selections. I will start with the men's draw and the match of Fabio Fognini against Luigi Veseli. So it's in Italian against a Czech man. I'm backing the Italian Fognini at 1.75 to win the match. It should be a close encounter. However, I believe Fognini has the edge. Guys, can you hear me very well?
Yeah. I'm just unfortunately the graphic shows up on our screen, not on yours. So Fognini to win at 1.75.
That's perfect. Yeah. So Luigi Veseli is another young prospect. I believe he has a bright future in front of him. Fognini is the more experienced of those two. Head-to-head is 2-0 for Fognini, but I think that was on clay. You know, grass is a very special surface, and that's a completely different story. So I believe the experience that Fognini has should prevail tomorrow in best-of-5 sets. Although Veseli has, I think, if I'm not wrong, he reached last year the 4th round on the Wimbledon, so he has the points to defend this year. But anyhow, the price for Fognini looks very juicy for me. He's, as I said, experienced player on tour, and he should win this match.
Cool. So who else are you backing, Tom?
Another match which I had a close look at, and it should be a really cracker one. That's Jerzy Janowicz against Lucas Pouille. Sorry for my French pronunciation. A game of 2 big servers, guys who can really serve, and I believe this could be a really close match. This could be a really long match, and I believe I'm backing for this match over 40.5 line and the odds 1.9. I can see this match going into 4, possibly even 5 sets. I would not be surprised to see 2-3 tie breaks very easily. Janowicz, he reached here, I think, semifinals in 2013, if I'm not wrong. From that time, he's not at his best, but at the same time, grass is the perfect surface for him, for his play, for his serve. Lucas Pouille, he was here in quarterfinals last year. He beat players like Bernard Tomic, Del Potro. So you can feel that he really likes the Wimbledon grass. For me, he's the slight favorite of this match, but Janowicz will give him a hard fight. And I can see the match, as I said, going into 4 or even 5 sets, and there should be plenty of aces, plenty of short rallies, the ones that Wimbledon fans really enjoy. So it should be very fast tennis, very straightforward.
What's the tip exactly? It's over 40.5 games.
Yeah, over 40.5 games.
And the odds?
The odds 1.9 should be.
Okay, perfect.
Cool. So you can see that in our overlay there. Over 40.5 games in the Janowicz versus Pouille game. I can't pronounce that either.
Pouille?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you have guys French speaker in your office?
No, not these yet.
Okay.
That's the second tip, right?
That's the second tip. Correct.
Okay. One more to go.
Yeah. I have one more. I have looked at the VTA matches in Wimbledon. So women's tennis. And one I fancy, again, the pronunciation, forgive me. It's Maria Sakkari from Greece against Kristina Pliskova from Czech Republic. And I am backing Kristina Pliskova to win at 1.47. Again, it's Maria Sakkari from Greece. She's a very young player. I think she's something like 21. Last year, she won, I think, 4 matches in Wimbledon. However, Kristina Pliskova leveled up, improved her game quite a lot in the recent months or years. She's still in shadow of her big sister, let's say, Carolina, who reached the semifinals of Roland Garros this year. By the way, did you know that these two are twins, Carolina and Christina? Yeah, it's not
alike as well.
They're identical twins. Yeah. There are only a few differences, I think, in tattoos, but I haven't seen them in real life so close, so I can't tell you. and yeah, the main difference is Christina is left-handed, and Carolina is right-handed. So that's okay, something that we can spot on even from the distance. Anyway, back to the match. That was just on top of this. Yeah, I believe Christina has all the capability to beat the young Greek player, Sakkari. Yeah, 1.47 represents a decent value for this kind of matchup for her. So I believe that will be even. I would, for the brave tipsters, I would even say in 2 sets.
So she was, just to sum it up, please come out to win 1.47, so you can see it on the screen right now.
Yeah, like you can see on the screen.
Perfect.
Okay, do we have any questions?
We got a question from Julian Thames about the match between LA Galaxy Real Salt Lake from MLS.
The tip of the day.
Today. Yeah, and he's asking, why are we backing the Galaxy to win?
Quite simply, Real Salt Lake can't play away from home. They've lost 7 on the spin away from home.
They've
lost 7 on the spin. You look at their win-loss record away from home, and they're really poor away from home. LA Galaxy are not great. They're not brilliant at home, but they're okay. Real Salt Lake are abysmal away. So, you know, you go look at value, and you go look at the odds that are offered, 1.8 something for a team that can't, you know, against a team that can't win away. Makes good, you know, looks good to me.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to, purely and simply. If you want to see our tip of the day every day, it gets uploaded, I don't know, about 10 o'clock in the morning. Subscribe to the channel, gets delivered to your device, and we've got an amazing record. I think 86 from 130. I think I've got it to today.
That's brilliant. Okay, guys, if you have any other questions, just put them in the comment section, in the chat section, and we'll try to answer them as swiftly as possible.
I think what's happening today, Tom? Have you been watching any tennis today? Is there anything struck your mind at all?
Yeah, Del Potro match was a really good one with Kokkinakis. Kokkinakis is another young gun who can really show up to the occasion, and in the future we better watch out for him. That was a pretty good match. Looking at the scores,
was you shocked by Wawrinka going out? Because you know, he's like one of the top 4 in the world at the moment, and he's gone out first round.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you well.
Stan Wawrinka has gone.
Oh yeah, that was the surprise of yesterday, and that ruined one of my coupons yesterday, guys, on ProTipster. He played Rangyachin Medvedev, who is a pretty decent player. Still, would you tip Stan Wawrinka to go out in the first round of Wimbledon? Probably not. I mean, I would see him in at least quarterfinals, to be honest. Although, yeah, we know his game is not super effective on grass as it is on clay. But come on, first round of Wimbledon to exit from there, that's pretty impressive for the young Russian to eliminate such player.
The other question I've got for you is, with Serena out, it is Serena that's pregnant, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Draw. Surely the women's draw wide open, like it was in the French Open. You know, I don't know of any women's players at the moment that have really got a handle on like the rest of the world, as it were. There's no one top player.
To be honest, with the women's draw, I can see a few winners out of there. There's no, like you said, there's no one player that stands above the rest of the field. I watched a bit of Ostapenko yesterday, the wonder kid from Latvia who won the French Open. Okay, I thought, okay, she won the French Open, but she might struggle at Wimbledon, you know, different surfers, and she won yesterday 2-1. She had her ups and downs, but the girl, she looks so confident. She you can see it from her face and from her expression on the face. She believes in herself, and if she continues like that, she can get quite far. On top of her, I would see Simona Halep as a usual favorite for a Grand Slam, although again, grass might not be the best surface for her. There are other players like Wozniacki. The field for the women's tennis is wide open for the winner. It's not easy to predict even the semifinalists or the quarterfinalists at the moment for me, because it's without Serena, there are quite few who can grab the title.
I've got to say this. I don't think she'll get anywhere near it, but as an English person, although I don't think she's very English, Jo Konta represents a good hope for us. I don't think she's good enough yet to get past, I don't know, maybe the quarterfinal stage, but with a backing that she could get in centre court, and if she can take the pressure, it's possible. We could have like and Heather. This is the thing with Heather Watson as well. If she uses this backing of the court behind her, she'll play really well. But it's just her frightening inconsistency. It's yesterday. In the first round, she was like she comfortably won. She was 5-0 up in the first set, then dropped a game and ended up winning the set 6-2. Right. Break up in the second set, and again blew it and ended up having to win the second set on the tie break. It's pressure moments. It's this mental thing to be able to hold to be able to deal with pressure. Something Andy Murray does really well, and she can't. And I'm just wondering if Jo Konta can do it, because I think if she can, and I saw her play in Australia, she looked pretty decent then. We could have someone someone from England or representing England going all the way. I hope so. It'd be great. It'd be great for British tennis. I think we should wrap it up there.
Yeah, I believe so. We got the one more from Julian Thames. He's saying that Minnesota-Columbus draw could be a draw.
Minnesota United at 2.41 are a big bet. But again, it's one of those ones where you've got to look for value. What I would say to Julian is show us your tips. It's one thing saying it in a live chat. Show us your ProTipster username. Show us how good you are. We need to see this. It's one thing calling it, it's another thing doing it. Exactly.
It's all about the long run in the end, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So what? We're gonna wrap it up this time.
Yeah.
We got 5 tips.
Yeah. Really? Let's run through them again. Herbert to beat pair. At 2.01. Sevastova to beat Heather Watson at 1.64. Pliskova to win 1.47.
1.47, and 2 more from Tom, which was
Fognini. What was Fognini to win at, Tom?
Sorry, guys, I dropped the line. Can you repeat?
Could you repeat your tips only, just to wrap it up?
Yeah. So we have Fabio Fognini to beat Yuji Veseli at 1.75 the odds. The second tip for the men's tournament is Janovic against Puel. It's over 40.5 games at 1.9 odds. And the last one is from the women's tennis tournament in Wimbledon, and that's Maria Sakkari against Kristina Pliskova. We have Pliskova to win at 1.47.
That's magic. Beautiful. Okay, so that's it from us.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you very much, guys.
And we'll speak to you guys tomorrow.
Hopefully, having more 5 out of 5 tips.
Like, subscribe, and do all the shebang. See you later.
See you.